In 1987, we were introduced to a different extraterrestrial, one that liked to hunt and kill for trophies. A film that starred the great Carl Weathers, Jesse the Body Ventura, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. A film that gave us one of the greatest lines ever in a movie.
You one ugly motherfucker.
23 years later, after a few disappointment films, including the ones with the Xenomorphs, we were given this film.
What's the last thing you remembered?
All of a sudden, there was a light, and then I was falling.
Who are you?
I was supposed to be executed 2 days ago.
And I was in combat. So was I.
Black Ops.
We were chosen. We're all brought here for the same purpose. We're being hunted.
Predators was directed by Nimrod Antal, a film with a great cast just like the 1987 film. Predators starred Adrian Brody as Royce, Alicia Braga as Isabel, Topher Grace as Edwin, Walton Goggins as Stans, Danny Trejo as Cuchillo, Mahershala Ali as Mombasa. Now, this group must join forces as they soon realize they're not on Earth, but on a planet used for the hunting grounds for these predators. We get the same environment as the original, a jungle, that you must use the environment in order to survive. The hunt begins, and there are a lot of great sequences in this film. There's one in particular where Cuchillo, played by Danny Trejo, sits in an open field screaming, "Help me, help me." As the group nears, they soon find out that, well, this is actually a trap, and the predator is doing one of the things it did in the original film, copying the voices of the people in order to lure their next prey. After one of their escapes, where they end up in the back of a waterfall, Brody, whose character is Royce, presses Isabella, who, when she saw the predator hanging on the post, gave it a kind of a look like she knew what it was. So Royce presses her on, and this is like one of the good Easter eggs that are in this film when Isabella confesses this.
Why don't you tell them the truth?
I don't know what you're talking
You know what
about.
I'm talking about. The way you looked at that thing that was strung up. The way you reacted. She knows what it is. Don't you?
We don't have a name for them. '87 Guatemala. A spec ops team went into the jungle. High end. 6 men plus a CIA liaison. Only one made it out. In his debrief, he said they came in contact with something. It hunted and killed his team. One by one.
Also, did I fail to mention one other character that was in this film? Roland Nolan, played by the great Lawrence Fishburne. Now, when his character comes into play, we find out that he actually has been in these hunting grounds for a very long time and claims to have killed one of the predators. Also, he kind of brags that they kind of fear him, and that's why they don't hunt him down, which we later find out there's more twist with this character and exactly what his intentions truly are. What I truly liked about this film is that the cast that was put together. It was a great cast, just like the 1987 film, which was stacked with a lot of actors who were known for their action roles alongside, many of Schwarzenegger's films. But this casting was kind of different, and I like the fact that you get Adrian Brody playing a badass. Alicia Braga, who is an amazing actress. She was I Am Legend, among other films. Topher Grace, who played Venom in Spider-Man 3, and well, his character Edwin was kind of a big-time jerk. Walter Goggins as Stans. Now, if you were a fan of this kind of show back in the 2000s called Shield, well, he was one of the characters, and he was an a-hole of a cop. So he has a knack for playing these criminal elements. He was also in Ant-Man and Wasp. Then Mahershala Ali playing Mombasa, who is he's a very good actor. He was in House of Cards, and hopefully, if everything goes well with the writer strike and everything gets settled, we finally will get to see him in Marvel's Blade. Now I'll go back to that scene. Danny Trejo as Cuchillo was amazing. Danny Trejo's one hell of an actor, and every role he has is iconic and memorable in films. Now, the fact that they used him specifically to be sitting there in the middle of the field in order to be used as bait to lure the rest of his crew to their deaths was a great part in this film. Now, the kill scenes in this film were very entertaining and very fun to watch. Also, the fact that they had predator dogs to hunt them down and catch their scent, that was a kind of welcome added twist to this film. I mean, you never expect to see it, but the fact that they show these dogs and they're being used to help the hunt. Also, let's go back to the environment. I mean, this reminded us a lot of the 1987 film. The Predator itself is a favorite of us sci-fi horror fans. Now, unfortunately, we had a collection of bad movies, basically the ones that had to do with the xenomorphs, which was disappointing for us, horror fans, because we wanted those two to collide. And let's be honest, it was very bad, both of those films. And then, lo and behold, we get the 2010 Predators film, which made us not only forget about those two films, but made us appreciate the original and the Easter eggs that it had, going back and forth and, reminding us how good the original was. And the fact that this film was produced by one of the great horror directors, Robert Rodriguez, let us know that they were taking this film serious. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this film probably ranks number 3 in the Predator franchises. I mean, the original still is going to be the best because it was the introduction of the Predator. Now, if you want, go on Hulu, watch Prey, which was another amazing film and another character that was brought to fill like the void of the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Adrian Brody character. So watch Prey. Let me know what you think of Prey 2. But for me, Predators 2010 is number 3 on the Predator franchise. Now, the unfortunate part is they're not streaming Predators free. Unfortunately, you have to pay or rent or buy, but they're currently not streaming it. Hopefully, somewhere picks it up where you can actually stream it free, because it is a great addition to the franchise and one film that I hope they kind of repeat. Now, they're on a roll with Predators, Prey. I'm going to ignore the one in the middle because I didn't care for it. But hopefully they continue with this franchise, because the Predator is one of the great alien characters in science fiction horror. So, Robert Rodriguez, if you ever watch this, think about it. You are more than capable of doing the Aliens versus Predator film. Yes. Beyond Our World, Horror Fiend TV. This is JR. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And I don't know yet what we're doing as far as the next episode, but coming up soon, the 21st of this month, we are going to do a live stream where we're going to talk about Stephen King films. We are going to be joined by a special guest, a filmmaker who's also going to help us, talk about Stephen King, celebrate his birthday, which is the 21st, and well, something that he has brewing that you guys should know about. So yes, Predators 2010, a great film, great cast, great action, great violence. I mean, it was a refreshing film in the franchise, and hopefully we get more of films like that. So this is JR for Beyond Our World Horror Fiend TV. Peace.